Hello, boys and girls. Guess what time it is? It is story time. And I want you to sing with me the story song. Are you ready? Let's go. Story time, story time, story time. Story time, story time, story time. Me no care what nobody want say. As long as a story time, take my seat, perk my ears, fold my legs. It's story time. Now, boys and girls, sit back, relax, and enjoy. So, the title of this story is called The Mathematician. The eggs are filling up. And this story was created and written by Warren Davis, illustrated by Terry Chrome. What do you think this story will be about, boys and girls? Look at the topic. You heard the topic. And you would have seen the pictures. Okay, remember to take the time, turn the pages. Okay, boys and girls. So here goes. You should have seen the look on everyone's face. Eggs were piling up all over the place. Look at the eggs. The chickens were laying eggs so very, very fast. At last, 10 eggs a minute, at least 10 eggs a minute, from the first to the last. My God. Mother hen said, they are laying eggs as such as rapid pace. I'm afraid before long, we won't have any space. Okay, so the eggs there. So she's afraid. Big Rooster said, you should call a mathematician. Early Bird said, did you say mathematician? It's not magic, Early Bird, but math, time and multiplication by my friend. The math person will tell us all. How many eggs will fill the big hen pen? Early Bird said, I don't know. It sounds like magic to me. Because he will even count the eggs that we cannot see. Wow. When the mathematician came, he took a look around. He counted all the chickens and even the eggs on the ground. So that's the mathematician. He measured the big hen pen from ceiling to roof to floor, from side to side, even the windows and doors. So there he is and he's measuring. Then he said to Early Bird, I think you can help me. You have something there that will make my job easy. To figure this egg count, I need to use your clock. Then we must watch the time until it's time to stop. So here is the clock. Let's see what's going to happen. I really need to know in 1 minute of a day just how many eggs one of these hens will lay. So he's wondering. Then I can figure out with the size of this place how many eggs it will take to fill up the space. So there they are, everybody laying eggs. Early Bird watched the time while the math man watched the eggs. The eggs drop. When the time hit 1 minute, that's when they shouted, stop! Everyone was excited to see what he would figure out. He picked up his writing pad and dropped the pencil on his mouth. Wow. If I figure this egg count, then measure it by time. With good math, the answers we will probably find. So there it is. The man had started writing and said, I'll have to have the answer soon. Well, my math says the hen's eggs will fill the pen by June. Wow. Early Bird said, Big Rooster, I told you he was a math-o-magic. The math man said, No, Early Bird, it's just multiplication. If you learn to add, subtract, multiply, and divide, you can figure anything, no matter how big, small, or wide. So this is the takeaway, this is the plus, this is the multiplication, and this is the division signs. Wow, Early Bird said, I want to do this too. He said, well then, Early Bird, here's what you need to do. You have to learn all of the math steps in your class. Then read to understand, and don't go too fast. Okay, that's him. When math gets really hard, you don't ever give up. Try to figure out problems even when you get stuck. So you get stuck, you stop and you relax and come again. If you do these things, I promise you'll get better. You can become a mathematician as sure as you have feathers. Early Bird said, I do all my math and my readings too. And I'll become a mathematician and be just like you. Early Bird left the big hen pen to go outside and play. But he said to himself, math is every minute of the day. Every minute of the day is math. So math is not just something that you just get up and do. Everything you do, math can be found. So here are some persons. You have the engineer, Early Bird stems and characters and reading series. Okay, so this morning, as we come to the end, all right, so what was happening in the story? Can you tell me the title of the story? Do you know who is a mathematician? Think about it. Who did they call after they were trying to figure out everything? Who did they call? All right. What was happening at the time before they called the person? Can you tell me one character of the person that was in the story? So you need to think about it. And as it says that the chickens were laying the eggs every day. So the title of it was called The Mathematicians. Right? And so these are the characters in this story. So this is Mother Hen. This is Big Rooster, and right over there you have Early Bird. So they were all trying to figure out what was going to happen, and then the mathematician coming in because they would have called him, and there he is. Remember, boys and girls, math is everything. So everything you do, math is in it. The more you practice, the better you will become. Right? So practice, and then you will become very good at what you do. Remember now, never ever give up. Right? You have what it takes. Read everything you see and learn from it. Right? You can listen to the story over and over again. Remember, reading maketh a man. So this afternoon, have yourselves a wonderful afternoon. You are God's child and God's treasure. And these are some of the signs that you found in math. Some of them, not all of them. And so remember that you can be all that God wants you to be. Be your best today.